Hello, everyone. Gonna give it a few minutes for everyone to trickle in. I hope everyone is having a lovely Tuesday morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're tuning in from today. Give it some more time. I see some people are jumping in. I'm super excited for today's session. We have some really amazing speakers joining us today to talk about 6 different tools to increase revenue at each stage of the customer journey. So it is going to be a fabulous time. Definitely get your pens and paper or keyboard ready to take some notes because I took a peek at some of the folks' presentations and it is looking really, really good. Tons of key insights. All right, we have some people joining in now. So hello, everyone. Again, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. Drop in the chat where you are joining us from. I'm based in Orlando, Florida, and right now, y'all, we are deep in the trenches of allergy season. The pollen here has just made it its number one priority to bring down the Floridians via allergies, including me. So everyone is just feeling sick with allergy season. Let's see where we have some people joining us in from. We have Andrew from Greenville, South Carolina. We have Lily from Huntington Beach. I see another Huntington Beach. Hello, Christina. I see Essex, UK. Nice. New Jersey. I'm actually from New Jersey. Very cool. Germany, Spain. Okay. I love seeing where everyone is tuning in from. This is really cool. Maine. I love Maine. Maine was one of my favorite places to visit. I did a hiking trip in Maine up in Acadia Park, and it was so much fun. Amazing. Okay, beautiful. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and jump in. Welcome to Whale Watching. Whale Watching is our quarterly webinar series where we chat best practices, tips, and tricks about how you can level up your brand from hearing about our industry experts from their top tips and tricks. Today's topic is 6 tools to increase revenue at each stage of the customer journey. So after today's session, you will have a clear idea of which tools you should be evaluating for your tech stack to bring your brand to new heights, both this year and beyond. So we have a phenomenal lineup of speakers joining us today. You'll be hearing from Blake from Digio, McKinnon from Rebuy, Sarah from Yotpo, Michael from Gorgeous, Gab from Disco, and my lovely coworker, Erin from Triple Whale. That is not all, though. If you have joined our whale watching series in the past, you know about this. If not, and you're a first-time joiner, welcome. We have a nice little surprise for you. So here at Triple Whale, we'd like to shake things up and reward you all for attending today's session. We know that you guys have such crazy busy schedules. You're out here trying to build brands. So as a thank you for joining today's session, we have some giveaway items courtesy of our fabulous speakers. This webinar's theme for giveaway items is gift cards. We have a ton of gift cards on deck. And I know what you're thinking, how can I take home one of these amazing giveaway items? And I am so happy that you asked. The number one way that you can win one of these giveaway items is by staying engaged in the chat. I'm quite literally choosing the winner by just blindly scrolling through the chat. So that means the more messages that you're sending, the better chance you have at winning these prizes. Whether you're asking questions, whether you're sending emojis or agreeing with what a speaker says, put that in the chat. Y'all, it'll be really embarrassing if I go to scroll through to choose a winner and there's no messages for me to scroll through. So stay engaged in the chat so you can save me from embarrassment and just have a good, fun time because we're going to spend this webinar learning all of these amazing best practices together and winning some goodies at the same time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First up, joining me on the stage is Michael from Gorgeous. Prior to joining Gorgeous, Michael worked on the tech partnerships team at Aircall, scaling help desk platform partnerships. He also spent close to 6 years at Beyond working on building out affiliate and production partnership programs. Michael also has sales experience from Tesla Motors, and he is passionate about developing out long-term strategic partnerships that drive mutual benefit from both organizations. In his free time, he loves specialty coffee, old BMWs, practicing all manners of photography, and attempting to catch something while fishing around the San Francisco Bay Area. Gorgeous's giveaway item today will be a $75 gift card. And again, we will choose that winner at the end. So stay engaged during Michael's presentation, ask those questions, and we will have a good time. So Michael, welcome to the stage.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Excited to be here today. We'll jump right into things.
Beautiful. Take it away. The stage is all yours.
All right. Here we go. Awesome. So yeah, there we go. There's always something going on. Great. So as Mia had done a much better introduction than I could have done myself, Michael from Gorgias, have all my contact information for here in case you guys want to chat later. But yeah, we'll jump right into things here. So what is Gorgias? If you're not too familiar, we are the #1 rated help desk specifically built for e-commerce brands. We have offices all over the world, San Francisco to Sydney. We're used by over 25,000 support agents every single day, and we work with about 14,000 brands. A heavy majority on Shopify. Shopify is also a direct investor in Gorgias. You may be familiar with some of the merchants that we work with. We're helping thousands of brands do this every day and provide them with ultra fast, personalized customer conversions that drive revenue and really wow the customer. Some of my favorite brands on here: San Francisco's own Timbuk2 Bags, October's very own, and probably a few that you might recognize. So to kind of tie into how to increase revenue at each stage of the journey, I figured we'd start kind of at the beginning. Like before implementing strategies, you really have to understand what do customers want, right? And I'm going to kind of cover that in a few different flavors here today. The first one, in order to best prepare, we want to understand how do we delight them beyond just a transaction. So I'll kind of cover that now. So yeah, how do you actually delight customers? There's a very loyal few, only about like 20% of customers support interactions that truly leave customers delighted. And the more personalized an experience is, the higher chance that you're going to convert those visitors into buyers. And the higher conversion rates, the more you get out of marketing spend. So Gorgias helps to personalize that post-purchase side, make first-time buyers repeat customers. And I wanted to kind of temper this with asking yourself, what size business are you? Making sure your FAQ page is up to date, as you can maybe get rushed with a bunch of inbound questions. And you're really going to want to make sure that buyers can get to the questions that they need. So a lot of brands will also maybe spend heavily on gifting or refunds or discounts, and sometimes they don't see as much uptick on that front. So the key to kind of get to generating that delight piece is going to be reducing the customer effort in getting those answers that they need. So how do you do that? One of the ways to do that is by implementing some automation tools. And what you can do is set up like quick response templates so that you don't leave a customer hanging for like 12 hours just to get an update on something simple like tracking their order. Or maybe they don't know what the shipping return policy is. With Gorgias, you can kind of set up all these common questions and kind of deflect those that are really, really common, so that you open up your support team to having more time to spend on maybe something that does require like more human touch and empathy. So we typically see that merchants who are using our platform most effectively are automating about 25% of their tickets and sometimes up to 40. But overall, as businesses scale, that level of reduced ticket volume can have a huge difference on the quality of support interactions that your agents have with your customers. So that really kind of speaks to like delighting the customer. That background in place will help achieve that goal. And yeah, we'll jump into kind of the next area here too on a brand that's doing this already. So if you see here, Steve Madden has a really built out help desk, a help center. And this helps to kind of reduce that friction of having people find the answer that they need. It's a self-service resource. So about 88% of customers expect your online store to have some kind of self-service. So this example helps speak to that. And the better your help center is, the better you can automate things by pulling from that help center. So yeah, the next thing here is, customers want it to be easy to find those answers they're looking for, and how do you reduce that first response time? And the way you do that is being understanding of like where your customers are. Merchants will will have tons of different channels of how customers can reach out, and you want to make sure you're there to meet them where they are and provide proactive support at that part of the journey. So, offering questions through that FAQ or live chat and making sure you're responding to tickets very, very quickly will help you reduce that first response time and tie back to that customer delight. So having an omni-channel presence is kind of what that is called. You can see all these little icons on the top. They all flow into like one centralized dashboard that just makes it really easy to respond to people and provide that really stellar customer experience, and avoid like bandwidth issues on that. The other part you're going to want to do is kind of to leverage technology to automate these common questions. And how do you do that? This increased volume of tickets really like hinders your support capacity, and templating these like macro responses, and leveraging that power of customer information from every channel, setting up integrations where it's pulling information, really helps to do that. About 67% of conversations that come through a chat or something like this that you're seeing on the screen tend to be a pre-sales question, whereas 76% coming through email are more post-sales. Therefore, when you do leverage automation for self-serve support, your agents really do have more important things to answer than something that could have been done like through an API pull like this. By understanding and having all your customer support platforms like integrated with each other, you'll know who they are like the minute they reach out. There's an example here that kind of shows this customer came from this area, and you can send them a specific coupon code. So it also provides like much more personalization, and that personalization piece really delights. So we spent a few minutes talking about how to delight customers and get set up for success of knowing who they are. And the next step is, once you know who they are, how do you actually implement certain strategies to generate revenue from knowing this? And the way you do that is by turning your visitors into customers. I'll show you one example of how you can do that. So automated campaigns can help increase conversion. You're probably spending big on ads right now to attract website visitors, and Gorgias is here to help you convert those. We recently launched something called Gorgias Convert. It helps improve like product discoverability for merchants and combats things like cart abandonment. And we have a dashboard that helps kind of make it really easy to track progress on how these are. Some really interesting data points on what our merchants have seen so far using this particular tool. We'll jump to the next area here. How do you drive more value from chat? I think it was really interesting to take a look and see, a heavy amount, 92% of first-time visitors to a brand website don't purchase. So when you are leveraging things like chat to engage customers who aren't landing on your website, they're about 6 times more likely to buy versus shoppers who don't on a chat. So 12% of those chat tickets typically lead to a sale, which makes it one of the highest converting channels. Phone's about 5%. I think email's around 3%. So it's really, really key to factor this in your strategy on how you're going to capture more interest of people who are already live on your site right now. So you can do things like specific campaigns, educating buyers on products, which helps build trust. You can do things like product matching or incentivize specific products or bundles to help boost things like AOV as you're going through that customer journey. And kind of lastly, once you've captured some interest and driven some conversions, there's also how do you bring customers back to your brand at the end of the day? And you do that by setting up post-purchase campaigns. You want to let people know about new promotions or new product recommendations. You want to have easy, simple returns and exchanges, and maybe you can even automate ways to drive people towards that. And setting up, referral and loyalty programs help reward your customers for shopping with you. I'm sure Sarah is probably going to cover that on her presentation in a little bit. But these are some really, really great best practices. Loop Earplugs is one of those brands that we were working with that they made it very, very easy to create reviews and share things with friends So they also offered surveys on the right earplugs. So all these kind of smaller steps kind of go back to that higher level strategy of making it easy to find information, doing that post-purchase process. And I thought it was a great example. So overall, make sure you're creating ways to surprise and delight your customers, make it easy for them to find those answers they're looking for, reducing that first response time, and implementing conversion strategies. And lastly, give them a reason to come back. So thanks so much for listening to me today. If you have any questions at all, feel free to send me an email. You can always book some time by scanning that QR code as well. Thanks, guys.
Amazing job. That was so good, Michael. I feel like there was a couple things that you mentioned that you pointed out that were really interesting to me. I love surprise and delight. When a brand can accurately surprise and delight their customers, it goes such a long way. It's so important for loyalty and retention. So I love that you made it a point to mention that. And before I let you go, Michael, we are going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner for your $75 gift card. So I'm going to go ahead and just scroll right through here. And our winner today is Laura Reynolds. Congratulations, Laura. You are taking home a $75 gift card courtesy of Gorgias.
Congrats, Laura.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much, Michael. We will chat soon.
Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. We are going to keep things rolling. I hope everyone is having a fabulous time after our first session. So next up, joining us on the stage, we have Blake, the VP of Marketing over at Digio. So Blake, come on up. Blake is a D2C marketer turned e-commerce SaaS marketing leader. He has a passion for being a shepherd of knowledge for the D2C community and has helped to champion the conversational SMS framework at Attentive, transactional channel at Wonderment, collaborative commerce at Caro, and now efficient D2C marketing funnel framework at Digio. Welcome, Blake. How are you?
Yeah, I'm so good. It's good to see you. It's back to like the Gorgias and Attentive days.
I know. So to give some context, Blake and I used to work together when I was at Gorgias and he was at Attentive, and we used to do partnership stuff all the time. So I'm glad that we get to reconnect.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull up screen share here and get going.
Beautiful. Yep. The stage is all yours. Go ahead and take it away, Blake.
Thank you. All right. Well, hi, everyone. As Mia mentioned, I'm Blake Pearl, and today I want to show you how to 3x your Shopify store's conversion rate in just 30 days. And I'm going to do that by showing you 3 tactical brand teardowns. So as Mia mentioned, VP Marketing at Digio. I'm a Shopify marketer turned D2C marketer. I worked at a brand called AutoBrush and on the agency side for quite some time before making the jump over here. So I've sat in your seat. I know what it's like to be on the brand side, and I'm really taking that forward here now on the B2B side of things as well. But I probably, if some of you maybe have in your tech stack today, companies that I've worked at before, like Attentive and Wonderment, I've been super integrally involved in writing a lot of educational frameworks, as Mia mentioned as well. So I just love teaching, and I love to be able to give back in webinars like this as well. A little bit about Digio, just to kind of set some kind of context for our conversation today. We work with over 1,700 D2C brands like Andy Swim, Death Wish Coffee, and Everyman Jack to create what we call marketing efficiency with things like guided selling quizzes and intelligent conversion rate optimization that not only can increase on-site conversions, but also helps brands to kind of transform their email and SMS programs by helping them to first better understand their customers, but then also be able to take action on that within these channels. We're also really big about time to value at Digio. And quite frankly, anything in your tech stack, you should be holding to time to value as well. But we really help brands across a few core areas. That's to increase conversions, identify up to 5x more site traffic to be able to do lots of things like email and SMS list growth, conversions, unique experiences, and do that at scale, which I'll talk about and show you today. But also ultimately what we all care about, drive more revenue from our customers, but do it in a way that's a great experience for them. So I want to talk a little bit. I always like to talk about trends and the why, but some issues that you might be facing right now overall, and kind of how we see the kind of market here in 2024 at Digio. The first is a personalization issue right now, but we know to increase conversion rates, we need to be able to personalize. But the biggest question we get all the time is, what does it mean to really personalize, and how do I do that at scale within my Shopify store? And the truth is, a lot of brands are still missing the mark, and this is a great opportunity for you to stand out from your own customer experience. I was reading a recent Shopify report that showed that over 71% of consumers expect companies to deliver a personalized interaction. And of that 71%, 76 get really frustrated when that doesn't happen. So really personalization without a strategy, though in place, can't scale effectively. Additionally, not just about conversion rates, but also the average order value impact. And we also, know that customer acquisition costs have gone up significantly here in the 2020s, and AOV is super important to make more profitable acquisition. But we know that personalization can lead to increases in loyalty and AOV. A McKinsey report from last year showed that 34% more AOV can come from each order by being able to personalize effectively on your site. But it's not just about the on-site challenges too. It's also about the off-site challenges. Email and SMS have really been kind of safe havens for brands to retarget. And picking on email specifically, it's been a big kind of shockwave kind of happening in the industry this year. But a lot of what's going on with Google and Yahoo on their inboxes, making it easier for people to unsubscribe from your email list. One of the best ways to be able to avoid this is to be able to deliver relevant experiences with each subsequent email. And I'm going to talk through how brands are doing this and using better data to make better personalized on-site and off-site experiences, but doing that at scale. So let's now walk through 3 brands now that we kind of understand a little bit about the problem statements here. I want to start with Andie Swim. So they're a luxury swimwear brand that we work with who's become somewhat famous for their Fit Expert offering, which pairs shoppers with a fit expert to recommend the right sizes. This is a huge CX moment for Andie, but what they wanted to do with Digio is find a way to be able to create a one-to-many approach on their site. And when you're navigating with a brand like Andie, who offers hundreds of products with different sizes, colors, etc., if you don't quickly find what you're looking for, becomes a huge conversion blocker. And so what Andie realized is that they needed to find a way to add to their marketing funnel a guided with Digio, and they approach this really in 3 fundamental ways. I'll kind of talk you through each of these, starting with the top of the funnel. They have a style quiz on their site. So if you go to andie.com or andieswim.com today, you'll see all of these quizzes there. This quiz specifically educates shoppers on what styles they might be interested in, and all product recommendations that they learn by asking a series of questions that are relevant to what they're learning about the shopper in real time. Down to the middle of the funnel here, they have this mini quiz actually on their homepage. If you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see it there. And Andie just asked one question here. Hey, what occasion are you shopping for today? This creates what we call forward motion on the website, and also then is able to actually then guide towards a collections page there as well, creating forward motion, getting someone into the actual then collections page to take action from the shopping experience. And then at the bottom of the funnel, they have their Fit Finder quiz. So Andie's uses their PDP here. They're asking, now that they maybe know some things about the brand, the shopper, but size might be an issue. So they want to use this quiz here to educate the customer, help them find the right size, but also create the conversion. As you can imagine, shopping with swimwear online, you need to be able to find the right size, and you can't really try things on. So this quiz is a really great way for them to learn and recommend the right sizes. But one of the really cool things about what Andie is doing here, and what all of our customers do at Digio, is they capture email from these quizzes as well. And all the zero-party data that they're learning about the preferences from this shopper then get fed into their Klaviyo, their Attentive, whatever retention programs they use. In the case of Andie, it's Klaviyo. But this is all being passed into Klaviyo in real time to trigger automated emails. These emails that Andie are sending have over a 70% click-through rate, showing just how effective they can be at retargeting someone who might not convert on the site immediately, but then takes action from the email. And additionally, even if a shopper doesn't convert on day one, they're retargeting with more personalized emails, using the data captured from these quizzes, and then helping them to remind them, hey, you were matched with these products. Here's right sizes, styles, etc. for you. So all of the email experience is highly personalized to what they've just learned about the shopper. And the results from this has been pretty astounding. Andie has seen a 55% year-over-year increase in revenue from their automated email flows with Digio, 71% click-through rate almost on these retargeting emails, and overall a 343% increase in conversion rate. So huge, huge impact here. I want to talk next about Bonafide Health. They're a women's health company helping women navigate menopause symptoms. And so Bonafide's aim within using Digio was to educate shoppers onto the right supplement plans to increase conversion confidence, but also grow average order value and increase subscription adoption. So 3 fundamental e-commerce goals right there. Their funnel today with Digio focuses heavily on this guided selling experience to ensure that each customer is matched to the right products. But also really what, again, sets us apart is that all of the retargeting that they're doing. So they're taking this quiz, learning a ton about this shopper as they come to the site. They're sharing all this information, but then all that data they capture is then going into all of their offsite retargeting as well. And so what they're doing to get more shoppers into this funnel is a couple things. So if you go to hellobonafide.com, you can see this in action, but on the top nav bar, they have a take the quiz. That's really prevalent for all of their site traffic to do this, but they also get a second bite at the apple of this with a flyout. So if someone's idling on site for too long, a flyout will come onto the screen and offer them to take the quiz. So from here, once someone does come into the quiz, in exchange for getting this consumer consented data, they're offering 20% off their first subscription. So it's a great way for them to get the data, but also for the customer to get something for giving that data from that interaction there. And then once the shopper answers these questions, they're given that personalized results page, which you see here on the right, features a ton of social proof and educational resources, and helps to make the shopper feel confident in what they were just recommended, but also ultimately getting, a couple different offers, social proof, all that stuff on this page. It's a huge conversion booster. But really, again, what's magical about this experience is what happens after the quiz. So better data in means better experiences out. So going into the email channel, what's being retargeted here, each shopper is getting this email reminding them of all the things that they were matched with, more social proof, and then driving them back to the site. So this is really, again, leveraging that zero-party data dynamically to personalize the email and remind them exactly of what they were recommended. So this is A+ on-site marketing, but also off-site marketing, retargeting as well. And this has led to some pretty astounding conversion impacts for Bonafide. In the last 30 days, a 469% increase in conversion rates. And overall at Digio, they're seeing a 14.8% conversion rate. So that's a huge, huge lift and huge impact in time to value within 30 days for Bonafide. Lastly, just a really quick one here, but if you're a subscription brand and you're looking to increase subscriptions, this is Death Wish Coffee. They have several quizzes with Digio, but this one specifically, they're placing on their subscribe and save part of their website. So if you go to Death Wish Coffee today on their website, you go to subscribe and save, you'll see this quiz there. And through a series of a couple questions like, hey, what type of coffee? How frequently do you drink it? All those things, they're sending this data into to their email and SMS programs to retarget and learn more about the customer down the road. But in the moment too, from this quiz, they're taking them directly to the Shopify checkout. So reducing barriers to conversion. It's been huge for overall just conversion rate on the site, but then also continuing to grow monthly recurring revenue from subscriptions here. So a lot of companies will use Digio for this alone, just to increase their subscription. We integrate with all the subscription programs that you might be using, whether it's Recharge, Skio, Stay, etc. So really great stuff there, but just 3 fundamental use cases there. So now it's your turn. I want to leave you with one final takeaway you can put into action today, and that's really just around creating marketing efficiency. So, increased conversion rates, both on-site and off-site, come from learning more about your customers pre-purchase via CRO experiences like quizzes, and then being able to leverage that across your entire marketing funnel. So we think we have the easy button for this at Digio, but at a bare minimum, I recommend you think of clever ways to be able to do this within your tech stack today. And remember that guided selling quizzes are only as good as the identification and retargeting strategy you have in place. So really make sure that you're taking that into account there. So if anyone wants the easy button, I will have the QR code here. You can also go to digio.com, book a demo with us, get some more information. We're happy to help and be a resource for you any way possible.
Amazing job, Blake. Just side note, you have a great presentation. Me and Daniela and Aaron were just chatting on the side that your visuals are just really great. It's really helpful to actually be able to see what the flow looks like that you're bringing customers through. I also love that you brought up Andy Swim because they're one of my favorite brands. I think they provide an amazing customer experience and just user experience in general for prospects. So just fantastic presentation overall. And before I let you go, we are going to be giving away a $75 gift card. Thank you so much for pulling up the brands. I was just about to go through the list of brands that you guys are offering this for.
I got you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so the $75 gift card will be for any of those lovely brands that you see up on this screen right now. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll through to choose our winner. And our winner today is Andre Kasim. I'm so sorry if I just butchered your name, but Andre, congratulations. You are taking home a $75 gift card to any of these lovely brands, courtesy of Digio.
Amazing. Congrats, Andre. We'll be in touch after this to get you that gift card.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Blake. It was so lovely having you join us today, and we'll chat soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Mia.
All right, time to keep things rolling. I hope you all are having a fantastic time. So next up, joining me on the stage is my lovely, beautiful, gorgeous coworker, Erin Watt. Erin, welcome to the stage.
Thank you so much, Mia. I appreciate being here with all of you lovely people.
Beautiful. And everyone, just to give a quick bio on Erin, she is a dedicated tech partner manager here at Triple Whale. Drawing from her background in sales and management, she collaborates with tech partners to offer valuable guidance and support to help expand our customer base and integration offerings. Beyond the office wall, she finds her joy in the great outdoors, immersing herself in various activities depending on the season. And today, Erin's giveaway item will be a $100 Visa gift card, and we will choose it at the end. So with that said, Erin, the stage is yours. Go ahead and take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mia, for that wonderful introduction. And hello to everyone joining today's webinar. I am very excited to share some insight on ways you can increase revenue at each stage of the customer journey. While Mia did provide a fantastic introduction, I do feel that we've all become friends here, and I'd love to share a little bit more about me before we actually dive into the presentation. So a little bit more about me. I currently live in Toronto with my husband and my dog Arlo. So shout out to any of the fellow Canadians joining us today. And about 8 months ago, I was really lucky enough to join the Triple Whale family after working as a tech PM over at Gorgias. So it's really exciting to share the stage with the Gorgias family and some other amazing companies I'm fortunate enough to learn and collaborate with daily. And also, while I've been working in the direct to e-commerce space, I have noticed and finding myself developing an interest in online shopping. Some here might even call it a shopping addiction. But as an active online consumer, I have noticed the importance of excellent customer service and having a seamless shopping experience. And that is why today I will be sharing a case study on how a business took their customer service and their shopping experience and really took that to another level to scale their business from zero to an impressive 4.5 million in just a year. And don't worry, I will also be providing some actual tips and strategies that you can implement immediately for similar success for your brand. But before I jump into that case study, I feel it's really important to address a question that's likely in everybody's mind. What is Triple Whale? So before I actually dive into explaining what is Triple Whale, I think it's important to also understand why it was even created in the first place. So in 2021, e-commerce veterans Max Blank and AJ Orbach founded Triple Whale to develop tools based on their own experience when they actually had their own brands. So the team gained quick traction with passionate Shopify community, offering a game-changing solution for time saving and also revenue enhancements. And with backing from Shopify and also prominent investors, Triple Whale is really on a mission to revolutionize AI and automation. Really, it's more than just a platform. It's a powerful tool that empowers all Shopify businesses to effortlessly convert data into profits and making AI benefits accessible to everyone. So today, Triple Whale, is proudly the source of truth for 11,000 plus Shopify and Shopify Plus stores. We help brands operate at scale, aggregate, attribute, and analyze data to make the right decisions at the right time. So basically, we make it super easy to grow profitably by helping you understand who your customers are, where they came from, what they bought, and of course, how much it actually costs to acquire them. And here are just a few of the amazing brands that we get to work with every single day. Olipop, Chamberlain Coffee, Doe Lashes are just a few to name. All right, so now that we've gained insights into Triple Whale, let's dive into this exciting part of the presentation. How did create a health and wellness brand manage to scale from zero to an impressive 4.5 million in just 1 year? So I'm sure all the brands here can agree that achieving such a significant milestone is no cakewalk. Yet Dan, our enthusiastic e-commerce founder, used his past experience to create some great strategies to surpass the ambitious goal he set for himself when launching his brand. But where did Dan actually acquire all this valuable knowledge? Well, Before Create, Dan accumulated valuable experience working for major direct-to-consumer companies like Away and Parade. And in these roles, he gained a profound understanding of the importance of a robust tech stack, as well as a comprehensive data analytics tool to help these companies make informed business decisions. So it's noteworthy lesson that even if you don't have prior e-commerce experience, learning from the successes and mistakes of brands that came before you can really give you a leg up and help you avoid those unforeseen challenges. And honestly, just another reason why it's so important to take the time during these webinars to talk to your fellow attendees in the chat and learn from one another during each presentation. So now that we've grasped where the founder gained some of his experience and insights, let's dive into the strategies that propelled them to that significant success in a very short period of time. So who's ready to scale their business from 0 to 4.5 million in just 1 year? I mean, I know all of you are. All right, so let's get into the first big strategy that they heavily relied on: balancing top line growth and healthy margins. So Create strategy is centered on driving maximum top line growth while ensuring a healthy contribution margin. So they really focus on optimizing both product sales and profitability and balancing aggressive market acquisition and carefully financial management. Number 2, creating monthly reoccurring revenue with subscriptions. So to establish consistent monthly income through subscriptions, Dan really emphasizes the importance of offering a subscription option, even if your product isn't naturally suited for subscriptions. So this strategy is essential for monetizing customers over an extended period rather than relying solely on those one-time sales. So if you're still a little bit unsure whether or not you should be adopting a subscription model, consider that half of Create's revenue comes from monthly subscriptions. So if you haven't implemented a subscription yet, or you're exploring new tools, Yapo, which we'll be actually discussing their SMS and email marketing strategies today, will also serve as an excellent user-friendly subscription management solution. And then number 3, focusing on $100 average order value. So Dan really highlights the significance of increasing his average order value as a key strategy. So Create achieves this by bundling products like offering 2 or 3 months supply of their creatine gummies in a single order. This not only simplifies logistics and marketing efforts, but it also boosts profit margins. So by promoting higher order values, there's a less need to attract as many customers to achieve the same revenue. Remember, less is more. So if you're looking for help with your bundling promotions, actually Rebuy is an excellent tool that will help show brands how they can create unique buying experiences, whether it's combining multiple products or even allowing your customers to customize their own bundles. And then number 4 is launching a new product during a high intent period. So Create unveiled a new flavor. Let's just use an example like a blue raz when customers' interest was at its peak during the holiday shopping season. So this brought a refreshing twist to Create's marketing strategy, leveraging customer anticipation and setting the brand apart from regular discount offers. An insider tip here: include your customers in choosing your next product launch. This not only increases the likelihood of the product actually selling out, but it also enhances customers' loyalty. Post-purchase surveys are actually an excellent way to directly ask your customers what they want in your next launch. And then the last strategy that really helped propel them to that 4.5 million is gifts with purchase for Black Friday. So during Black Friday promotions, Create employs a gift with purchase strategy, sending their offers apart from typical discounts and boosting, once again, that customer engagement. So getting a limited edition item such as a hat or even a t-shirt not only enhances brand loyalty, but it also transforms that customer into brand ambassadors. So this approach encourages repeat purchases and subscription retention. So kind of really bringing all of those strategies into one. Another tool to consider that can actually help you employ the strategy is our friends over at Gorgias. So Gorgias really does help excel in customer engagement, but it also aids brands in boosting revenue through automated pop-up campaigns. These pop-up chat box can also serve as an excellent way to promote special incentives, like a free gift with purchase during a Black Friday sale. So after we have just explored all of the strategies that took Create from that 0 to 4.5 million in that year, I think it's really a good time to also focus on their daily data analysis. So this continuous review of data really does help them stay on the course to exceed their targets and also guide them on where they need to update or even adjust their strategies. So the first one we're going to actually look at is a dashboard. So one dashboard that really helped Create monitor their key metrics and business health was having access to a summary dashboard. So some of you might be asking, what is a summary dashboard? So a summary dashboard should actually allow you to analyze all of your most important metrics in one place. And at Triple Whale, we actually offer a customizable summary dashboard that can be set up in, honestly, just minutes. It's also super user-friendly, and it'll allow your brands to blend, compare, and analyze all of your e-commerce metrics in real time. And it also seamlessly integrates with Shopify and all of your marketing channels, presenting all of your metrics in one very beautiful visual dashboard. So now, once you have this summary dashboard in place, what metrics should we monitor? Now, we're going to actually use Create again as some insights as to ones that they monitor every single day in their summary dashboard. So I don't know if you remember, but our second strategy that we discussed was how Dan emphasizes the importance of subscription offerings for any brand. Now, because of our integration with subscription tools, companies are actually able to keep their finger on the pulse with their subscription base from their first order through their reoccurring add-ons. And in this section, you can also view subscription generated revenue. You can track new, active, and canceled subscriptions. And also you're able to keep an eye on your active subscribers. The next metric that Dan monitors daily in his summary dashboard is his total business net revenue metric. So this metric actually combines his Shopify and Amazon sales, redefined by deducting discounts, returns, and also refunds. Next, another really important metric for them is their blended return on ad spend. So this metric is going to provide an overarching view of the total spend across all channels, including Amazon, Meta, Google, as well as email. Another really important one for them is their contribution margin. So one of the first strategies we discussed was how Dan focuses on driving top line growth while ensuring a healthy contribution margin. So this metric is where they're able to actually measure gross margin minus ad spend, providing them with a really nice snapshot of their financial health. And then lastly, a really important metric for them is their marketing efficiency ratio. So here is where you are going to be able to find the percentage of revenue that is being spent on advertising. So this serves as a primary indicator for assessing Create's business's health, balancing top line growth with also profitability and effective ad spending. So next, we're going to review a pixel page. So a pixel page has helped brands like Create to receive clarity on their attribution and also their orders. And at Triple Whale, our pixel page, you can actually receive real-time clarity of all of your attribution orders. There is a lot that you can do and that you can review in our pixel, but for today's purposes, we will be reviewing the top sections that Create uses daily. So the first that we're going to review is our real-time order feed. So that's going to be this little section over here. So this section empowers Create to seamlessly review a live feed of orders, gaining a comprehensive understanding of the marketing touchpoints leading up to the purchase. So in Triple Whale, there's no need to endure those lengthy wait times for these results. Our real-time capabilities actually extend down to the ad level, which you're going to see over here, enabling tracking of actual orders and all touch points through the customer journey. So I know it's quite small, but if you actually take a look over at this snapshot here, the live orders, over here on the left-hand side will be where all of your live customer orders are coming in. If you actually click into these customer orders, you'll have a pop-up of the full customer journey, everywhere from all the touch points and all the campaigns that actually led them to the customer actually making that final purchase. Now, remember the strategy section, I mentioned how Dan advocates focusing on $100 average order value as a key strategy. So this section, so the one just up here, is where you're going to actually ensure your efforts are increasing higher order values and higher margins are actually paying off. So there will be actually some metrics there that will be able to show you where your average order values are actually paying off in those sections. And then next, Create also reviews their channel performance. So at Triple Whale, we actually have a separate channel performance section, which you can actually see down here, called their channel overlap, that can help brands gauge the efficiency of the various channels that they use in real time. And then last but not least, Dan loves having the ability of reviewing high-level attribution strategies. So while prioritizing channels like Facebook for scalability, Dan also values insights into organic traffic patterns. So in our pixel, just up here, Dan can actually tailor his insights with our attribution models based on specific objections. So for example, with Facebook campaigns, brands can actually review the channel performance with our first click attribution model, allowing brands to analyze the top of funnel prospecting campaigns and getting valuable insights into organic traffic. And then in contrast, platforms like Google Ads or even tools like Klaviyo may benefit from a last click or triple attribution model to assess campaign effectiveness in driving buyer conversion. I know that was a lot, but the last one that we have is that Create uses on a daily basis is going to be customer cohorts for tracking customer behavior over time. So at Triple Whale, with all of our features, there is ample amount of flexibility and tailoring with all of them for specific brands' needs. Even our customer cohort feature. So Create in particular leverages a customer cohorts by tracking first order revenue and monitoring spending patterns over time. So this approach offers valuable insights into the lifetime value and behavior of distinct customer segments. They also use this feature to review their customer acquisition costs. So with customer cohorts, Dan now has the ability to compare his customer acquisition costs and lifetime value of specific cohorts to provide clarity of the profitability of key customer segments. All right, guys, I can't believe we're actually here now. So that does conclude today's insights. By adopting these strategies and staying proactive in our dynamic landscape, your brand can 100% position itself for success in 2024, especially if you have the right tools and data at your fingertips. For any questions about Triple Whale, or if you're interested in trying it out, please feel free to reach out to me by my email, erinwatt@triplewhale.com, or message me in the chat. I will be here to talk to all of you. And just really quickly, if you are unsure whether or not Triple Whale is the right fit for you, or let's just say you're facing some budget constraints, we are now actually launching our forever free analytics tool called Founders Dash. So this dashboard will actually allow you to dive into your data without any cost, and also will give you a taste of what Triple Whale has to offer. I will provide some links in our chat that you guys can also take a look at that as well too. Thanks so much, everyone.
Beautiful, amazing, per usual, Erin. Thank you so much for such a fabulous presentation. So before I let you go, we have a giveaway item. So courtesy of Triple Whale, we will be giving away a $100 gift card. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through, and we're going to choose our winner. All right, our winner today is Christina Pham. Congratulations, Christina. You are taking home a fabulous $100 gift card courtesy of the Triple Whale team.
Awesome. Woo, good job.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Erin. We will chat soon, my love. All right, friends. So next up joining us, we have the lovely and beautiful Sarah from Yotpo. I'm super excited to hear this presentation. So Sarah, come on up and join us. And also I want to do a quick vibe check. How is everyone doing? Drop in the chat if you've, learned anything really cool during these presentations or really insightful, how you're doing, how you're enjoying today's session. If there's anything that we could be doing that would make it even better. And I see some questions about if there will be a recording. Yes, we will have a recording today, so that will be getting sent out afterwards. Have no fear. Oh, it looks like Sarah lost Wi-Fi connection. So we're going to be going over to McKinnon from Rebuy. Hello, McKinnon. How are you?
Hi, Mia. Yeah, doing good. Thank you.
Beautiful. Why don't you go ahead and pull up your screen, and I'll go ahead and give a bio for you.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. All right, everyone. So McKinnon is the tech partner manager at Rebuy. Rebuy is an AI-driven product recommendation platform that helps boost AOV and increase conversion rates through the entire customer journey. McKinnon has been with Rebuy for almost 2 years now and helped the team grow by building great partnerships within the ecosystem and working on Rebuy's Smart Cart app functionality. McKinnon currently lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, and enjoys watching some Utah Jazz basketball. I love that. And today, their giveaway item is going to be a $75 gift card to any Rebuy brand. So with that said, McKinnon, I'll go ahead and let you take it away. The stage is all yours.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you, Mia. And yeah, thank you to all the presenters before me. Done a really good job. So hopefully I can help provide some additional information that will be helpful for you all today. Like Mia said, I'm from Rebuy. And Rebuy, we focus on product personalization. And so that's what I wanted to focus on for today is increasing revenue throughout the entire customer journey through product personalization. So when I talk product personalization, the main thing that I'm going to be focusing on today is product recommendations and product upsells and being able to present those items at the right place at the right time for your customers. So with that, we'll want to be able to use those product recommendations across the entire customer journey. And in doing so, you'll be able to see an increase in some of these key metrics here, which is an increase in revenue, conversion rates, average order value, customer lifetime value, and return on ad spend. So a lot of things that you can do there. And what we have seen is that brands that do implement an effective personalization strategy generally will see about a 40% increase in revenue compared to those who are not doing anything. So yeah, a lot to take from this, a lot of good strategies here. So I'll jump in a little more as we go over the customer journey. So with these product recommendations, you can really put them wherever, starting from the homepage all the way through to the post-purchase and even off-site. So whether it be repeat customers or brand new customers coming to your site, there are ways to target those customers and bring them a good personalized experience and really get the most value out of those customers coming to your site. So as we move along the customer journey, I want to start here on the homepage. So the homepage is very important because that's most likely going to be the first stop that your customers see when they visit your site or when they search up your store on Google. So it's really important to be able to provide the best product recommendations here or just provide the best personalized setting here for anybody that's new or people that are coming, just a quick way to find and discover new products. So what we can do here is provide products that are maybe some of your top sellers or maybe some featured products that you're wanting to sell, or maybe you have a specific deal that you're wanting to run either that week or month. Just any easy way that you can help your customers discover more products is very essential in providing that more personalized touch and getting people to move through your site at an easier rate. And when your customers go from the homepage and they may see one of these recommended products, they then will add it, click on it, and go to the individual product page. And on the product page, it's generally what we've seen most of our popular places to add different product discovery items. So while on the product page, there's a lot you can do here to help drive your customers to add more products to their cart and increase conversion. So what we can do here on the product page is do things such as more featured products. We can do pairs well with, so items that work really well together, product bundling, so items that you can package together for a specific deal. You can even offer a special offer, a pop-up on the product page. Just anything you can do to help increase that average order value on the product page is really important. And it's also important in terms of that customer journey where you can kind of help direct your customers in a way to move through in a way that you'd like, instead of having them click through and go through a bunch of different pages or be going back to different pages. You can kind of direct them through those recommendations all the way to purchase and then into the cart. And now once in the cart, there's also so many different things that you can do here. Like in my description, I've done a lot within our cart and working with some of our tech partners to provide a lot of solutions within the cart. So this is definitely one of my favorites. A lot of things that you can do within here, like providing different product recommendations. You can also provide a little gift with purchase and free shipping progress bar at the top. There's also a lot of different things that you can do as far as savings and discounts go to help incentivize more purchasing. Like you see in the bottom left there, we have different buy more, save more options. You can also do switch to subscription options all within the cart to help just, incentivize more purchasing and increase AOV as they're inside the cart and that purchase intent is really high. So really good spot in there. A lot of good things that you can do within your own cart. And now as they're moving along through the cart and they want to purchase their product, they go on into the checkout. And in here, you're able to do a couple of different things as well. So as you're in checkout, they can see which items that they have selected. And you can also include different product recommendations here. Once you're in the checkout experience, you can select different language that you can use just to help incentivize that purchase, like different product recommendations or before you go. If you have any excess inventory you're wanting to get rid of, any last chance items, the checkout is a good spot to be able to place those items. And you also have the option to be able to have that timer at the top just to provide a little bit more urgency there. But all of that is just really helpful in just squeezing out that little last second value while they're still on your site. So this is all good value while in the checkout experience. And then the last thing I wanted to cover on site is just a post-purchase offer. So customer purchase intent tends to peak immediately after checkout. So last thing you can do once they've checked out and got their product and all their items purchased, you can hit them with a special product offer. If you want to feature a product or include a special offer, you can do that here. And this just helps to, while they're on the site, hit them with another offer and shorten the time that the customer takes to have a repeat purchase with you. And it just helps customers, shoppers keep coming back and helps boost that LTV for your store. So another quick feature that I wanted to cover, that's the last one I wanted to cover on site. And the last thing that I wanted to go over was being able to personalize offsite. So there's a lot you can do offsite, and this tends to happen where maybe your customers aren't thinking about you anymore. They're not actively going to your site looking for anything. So a good way to hit them with some personalization would be in their emails or their text messages using a provider such as a Klaviyo or a Yotpo. And in there, you can provide different product recommendations or different featured items to help bring them back to your website. Another good spot that we've seen is on shipping tracking pages. So when your customers are tracking their shipment of the order they just placed, you can also include product recommendations on that page as well, just to help them as they're looking for their shipment. They can go look at different best sellers or different product recommendations that you'd like to put there and be redirected to your site. So a lot of good ways that you can do this. Product recommendations are a great way to personalize your site. And you can do this either through AI. Our AI is really good at recommending different products to customers. Or if you're interested in recommending specific products to your customers, you can do that as well. If you are looking to get rid of specific overstocked items, or if there's just any special offers or special items that you'd like to feature, you can select a specific rule set to be able to do that. So yeah, a lot of good items here. That's all I wanted to share today. If you do have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm sure we'll be sending out the slide deck and some information afterwards. And if you do just want a little bit more information on Rebuy, feel free to check out rebuyengine.com. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, McKinnon. You know, it was really fun watching your presentation because I'm always victim to the AI product recommendations. When I'm shopping, they always get me. So it's nice to see how that's powered. Now I'm always falling victim to it. Amazing. Okay, cool. So before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway item or your giveaway winner. So everyone, you all will be up to win a $75 gift card to any Rebuy brand. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through and we're going to choose this winner. All right, our winner today is Sean Sargent. What a cool name. Congratulations, Sean. You are taking home a $75 gift card. Go ahead and connect with the Rebuy team and they'll get that taken care of for you.
Yep. Congrats, Sean. We'll be in touch.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much for joining us today, McKinnon. Next up, I believe Sarah is back up and running with her Wi-Fi. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the lovely Sarah from Yotpo.
Oh my gosh. Technology problems, right? It always happens.
Always happens. It's Murphy's Law.
It's going to be when you have a presentation or some sort of webinar. So if I do not get through this, I'm going to record the session and you guys can send it out to everyone that is on the session. I apologize. We were on a company offsite and it is off property. So I'm just working with the Wi-Fi that we have, but I'm ready to go.
Get it, girl. We get it. No worries. We have a plan B if anything goes wrong. But Sarah, I'll go ahead and let you take it away. I'm super excited to see your presentation.
Awesome. Okay, great. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. And we will get going. And I apologize if you can hear a really loud noise behind me. It should be done in 2.2 seconds. All right. So we are Yotpo. We power over 35,000 brands on their retention needs. We spent a lot of time analyzing, e-commerce data trends. So the overall 10 minutes that I'm going to spend with you is to walk you through 10 SMS mistakes and how to avoid them. And I'm going to do the next 10 minutes, but first I'm going to get through my sales pitch to talk a little bit about Yotpo, what we do, who we are, and then we'll go from there. Really, I think you can sum us up in one slide, and this is it. And really in one sentence, and that is it, is that we empower e-commerce brands to design experiences that turn one-time shoppers into lifetime customers, right? That LTV is so incredible when you can get them coming back again and again and again. It's actually one of the points that we're talking about here at the company meeting today. But really being able to collect that first-party data, securing to second purchase, getting and building that, nurturing that, engaging that audience, and then increasing overall that lifetime value. We have best-in-class solutions from SMS, email, reviews, visual UGC, loyalty, and subscriptions. It's all under one platform, and we're able to really work with any customer or any merchant at any size and also at any industry. So we say, really, you have a comprehensive strategy all in one platform. And one of the things that I love, and this is my favorite part, this is where I get to work with folks like Aaron and Blake and McKinnon, is our integration. So I work with our tech partners and our integrations team, as well as some agency partners. But we are one of the most integrated partners out there. We have over 100 partners that have integrations across our products. And I would say there's even more if they built a third-party integration. But specifically with Triple Whale, we have an SMS and email integration. So it's why I'm going to focus today on 10 mistakes you might be making with your SMS strategy. But there's a lot of really incredible opportunities where with our integration, you're able to see the customer's behavior preferences, so you can effectively communicate with them throughout the journey. So let's get like enough of the sales pitch. Let's get to the good stuff. Creating a frictionless SMS experience that your customer deserves shouldn't feel like rocket science, right? We want to share tips that'll really make it an effective tool, and also to level up your strategy so you can be the marketing superhero that you're meant to be. Because I always say that SMS is like the closest you're going to get to me as a consumer. I don't go in store. I'm always online. So it's going to be the closest you're going to get to me to really give me that customer service experience that's going to be really tailored to my needs. So I'm going to break these down in 3 lessons, all right? And then lessons within that, and then mistakes within those lessons. So hopefully you'll be able to remember this. So lesson number 1, and by the way, Blake on the team, on the call, he actually is one of these fun little emojis characters like based on it. We did this whole huge push this last couple of weeks, or month on this campaign. We're going to try to get more strategic about it. So you'll see a lot more of this in the market about Yotpo SMS. One thing I do want to say is we are the #1 downloaded SMS app. So that kind of is just from a breadth perspective of like knowledge and sharing. We've been around for a really long time. Some people don't know that. And so we have a lot of insights from the brands that we're working with. So this is how we've been able to pull some of this. So first lesson, what happens if you're not, leveraging your SMS tools? So this can happen. The mistake number one is when a shopper makes the first purchase and you ghost them. Like, how horrible is that? I've signed up to so many brands and I never get a follow-up. You leave me hanging, don't utilize the order or shipping confirmation flows. I'm waiting, I'm having to log on, figure out what's happening. There's really nothing quite like an opt-in for delivery update. And most of these notifications come via email. Shoppers are willing to give you that phone number at checkout and open to receive text messages with the order update. In fact, 40% of shoppers said they prefer to receive a transactional message via text. I don't want another email, guys. I want an SMS message that tells me when I'm getting my item, how it's coming along, all of those things. What should you do? Well, post-purchase, immediately thank your customer for shopping with you and confirm that their order is going to be on the way. You're going to give customers the option to respond to you via text or with any questions or issues. Great conversation, have that one-on-one engagement. Once the order ships, you want to create the ultimate mobile shopping experience by automating sending a message with tracking information so shoppers can check on the status that we just talked about. So with Shopify integrations and custom shipping apps like AfterShip and all sorts of the folks that you've even heard on the call, you're able to automate a text notification with customers with all of their order status, shipment updates, and delivery information. It's incredible. All right, so if you're not doing that, that's mistake number one. Mistake number two, when a subscriber isn't given a clear call to action, and if you're asking subscribers to take that action, whether it be that they are making a one-time purchase or visit to store, and then you don't include a clear way for them to take that action, it's such a missed opportunity. I literally just signed up for one of my favorite products. I was like, let me go to the direct-to-consumer versus the Amazon experience. Well, we won't tell them that I've been shopping on Amazon, but they didn't give me a call to action. I thought it was such a huge miss. So decision fatigue plagues many shoppers. And as they're completely inundated with choices and options of when they shop, it's really important to guide your shoppers to check out with a clear call to action. Messages that lean into like what they need and when to complete it and to complete it now. There's nothing worse when you send a shopper a text about an item and then they get left behind without a way to get back to it, right? So they're not including a link, or your current setup requires a shopper to log in to wrap up their purchase. A better way, for example, would be to click to buy. We have a click to buy option. Many other providers do, where you use other native integrations with Shopify and create a personalized link that takes each customer to a populated experience, expediting the path to purchase, right? To increase conversions, get them to the frictionless experience that we all want as a consumer to get to that product faster. Brands can promote different products depending on the selected audience and have the option to apply a discount within the SMS campaign setup. So it's an amazing experience. In addition to click to buy, click to redeem is a great incentive to really I think incentivize your loyal shoppers to keep returning and making a purchase, especially with the subscriptions, or if you're trying to turn them into a loyalty customer. So click to redeem, the customer receives a message with a link, lending them directly to your store's homepage or landing page of your choice. And then once they check out, they get a reward that will be automatically replied to their cart. How great is that, right? I love that when it's like, I don't have to think about it. It's applied already. And it offers a customer a hassle-free login experience and also a seamless login. So that feature provides subscribers with a convenient way to log in, and they just have to do it with one click, no account, no problem. Clicking the link will also create an account for the shopper. And this feature will boost loyalty participation, increase the number of accounts created, and let you engage more personally with your SMS subscribers. Again, it's like I'm in the store, the person's giving me a tailored experience, and I'm getting that really personalized customer experience, and I'm going to go to that register and check out. Just going to be digital. Okay, mistake number 3. When a customer sends a ton of messages in a shorter period of time. I just had this feedback from one of our merchants. I sent him a screenshot of my inbox in my email and on my text messages. I'm like, you're blowing me up. No one likes a text frenzy, okay? Keep your customers from replying stop immediately and segment smartly, personalizing it, capping the messaging frequency. It's really important. One of the challenges of SMS marketing is like not to be perceived as spam, right? So you want to be very cautious. You can also complement it to your mobile app, push notifications. Like sometimes I shut those off and I just want the mobile app notifications. Sometimes I want SMS. You really want to make sure that, you aren't over spamming them, because nothing gets shoppers replying stop faster than when a customer receives like a million text messages from different brands in a single short amount of time, or not even different brands, from a specific brand. Not only does it feel spammy, but they also breaks down the credibility when you work so hard to establish your SMS subscribers. So set up your channel for success by being smart and limiting the number of promotions and non-transactional text messaging that they receive. It's really, really important. We actually have a feature that's a smart sending that allows you to send to specific timeframes that'll prevent you from sending messages too soon, one after another, or spamming each recipient. We also have insights on our dashboard that will tell you, hey, typically people in this vertical should be sending the text message around this time. That way, and that's coming out, I think, in the next couple months in our roadmap. But the idea is that it's giving you some directed guidance on when to send, when the best time is to send, based on your vertical, based on the size. All right, I'm gonna go to, we're good. Okay, go to the next one. So this is a second lesson. What happens when you're not segmenting? This is a really good one. I got the craziest text the other day from someone where it was like a customer, and this is mistake number 2, gets a promotional text for a product they just purchased. I literally just purchased it, and you're gonna give me a discount after? Give me the discount before. Like, you're just gonna make me upset that I just spent that, and I'm gonna go return it maybe, and then try to get that discount. Maybe, we'll see. But understanding your segment conditions can help you avoid irrelevant messages. So nothing gets a customer more riled up, again, when they receive it after they just brought it, right? So you're gonna get that review, right? We're a reviews company. I'm always bringing it back to that space where we're gonna say, like, they're gonna be upset that they got that discount after, and ask you to go do a lot of legwork to get that. They're gonna go to Gorgias and say, Gorgias, my customer service rep, can you make sure I get that discount because I just bought it? Talk about instant buyer remorse. Immediacy is one of the advantages of SMS marketing. But before you blast your entire subscription list with upcoming promo, you may want to dial in the audience, right? The intended audience is really important. So better segment building at your fingertips. This is where it's really where you have to understand your segment conditions that come into play. Each segment is really a one or more conditions that define who you should include and exclude from the audience. Really important, right? So maybe you don't want to also give the biggest discount to the loyalty group, the loyalty group that is the least tier. But your top tier, you want to give it to. You want to make sure you create segments, and it can be really cumbersome, especially if you have a lot of SKUs, and it can get complex, especially if you have a lot of SKUs and also you have maybe multiple domains and other things that could affect it. So what we say is we really want to look for loyalty members who've purchased from, let's say a winter collection in the last 30 days. Let's say they can generate a segment for you. So we can do that on the back end, not to be salesy, but you want your provider to be able to segment really quickly for you to lessen the load and allow you to have more time to, develop new key strategies on SMS for that with your loyalty members. Okay, mistake number 5. When you invite a loyalty member to become a loyalty member, it drives me nuts. Treat me like a VIP. You should know that I'm your VIP, that you should have campaigns built that really target my interests and loyalty. It's incredibly powerful when you're able to do that. Your loyalty members have already been down this road, and careless communication can lead to text being left on read, or unread, I should say, or deleted or put to spam, right? Because now you don't know me and you're not remembering me, and am I getting my loyalty points? That's what I'm going to question. So loyalty customers expect that one-on-one engagement, hyper relevance, and a connection. Leaving generalized messages in the past, I should say. And they tapped into really a great deliverability and personalization, but now it's so important. Retention, right? I want that really personalized journey. I'm not going into your store. I need it really segmented. So using a segment builder that you can easily pull up lists, making sure that they're not currently a part of your loyalty program, where then you target them to become it, right? Or the same thing as you're encouraging that only this group can join your rewards program. Maybe you gate it. There's a lot of opportunity there to really make sure that you're engaging them. And you can weave in loyalty data in your automated flows to give existing loyalty members that personalized experience that they deserve. So an example would be instead of sending a generic abandoned cart, you can remind them saying, hey, you have some points to use. You could get that product at a discount or use this points towards your monetary purchase or 10% off, whatever that might look like. So just reminding you about that. All right, lesson number 6. When a customer gets multiple messages about the same thing, that is also annoying, right? So we want you to sorry, we know you want to hit them with your best shot, and it's easy to do that, but learn how to avoid delivering the same message to customer over and over again. So it's really like having a SMS can be a great channel for reaching customers exactly where they are, but it's also important to have the SMS strategy in place that really adapt to your shoppers' real-time actions. For instance, if you're promoting the newest product, or you want to be, you shouldn't send the same type of message over and over again, or you're boring your subscribers. Instead, you can map out the journey and thinking about the send to be more engaging with follow-ups on whether they clicked or purchased from a previous message. So just something to note that you can kind of segment accordingly. All right, number 7, when you ask unhappy customers to advocate for your brand, I mean, you're just asking them to leave a bad review, right? Sometimes your shoppers just aren't that into you, and that's okay, right? You know, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but that's okay. I can learn to engage with the right customer, and I know who my right audience is. So unhappy customers will unsubscribe before they even finish reading your text. When you're gearing up to ask a customer to do something for you, it's really important to target most likely to purchase brand advocates at the moment. This is not the campaign that you want to blast your entire list, right? So you want to get your like heavy hitters, the ones that have discernment to know, like, I'm going to jump and, refer a friend because they're asking me to. I'm going to, really make sure that they have like a pre-built trigger that when they leave a review, we then can go back and address the, unhappy customers. And then we kind of segment them out of maybe some of the loyalty, promos and things until we get them to really advocate for us in a different, or maybe it's also using Gorgias, where Gorgias like flags to you that, this customer's unhappy. You guys resolve it, get them to a good place, then target them with a win back, right? An SMS. Thanks so much for speaking to us. We loved your insight. Here's, 20% off to use for your next purchase, right? So you can do that where you basically acknowledge their bad experience and then got them back to win them back. It's a win back campaign. I love that. I love it. Okay. That's a little bit of a continued. It's a little bit of part 2. So you want to visualize the whole customer journey. And one of the things that I love is multi-message campaigns, where you can build an entire journey in a single step and visualize the customer journey. This feature allows to really send multi-step, multi-channel campaigns with the option to condition and create tailored based journeys based on if the customer clicked on the message, if they opened the previous one, if the shopper purchased the last message. So you can just see a visualization of what that could look like. You can do time frame. You can get really data and get really granular. I love that. That's a new feature that's come out for us. I know other providers are coming out soon with it, but it's something just to note for yourself. All right, lesson number 3. What happens when when you're not using your data, right? So that's a huge one. It's your first party data. It's huge. And we're not using it a lot. I think a lot of merchants don't use it well. It's just a big data pool and they're just like, I'm not sure what to do. So guess what? Mistake number 8, when shoppers get a back in stock purchase for an item that they aren't interested in, or that the stock is not actually back in stock. I got one of those the other day and that really drove me nuts. I was looking for a specific bikini because that summer bod girl is coming out for California soon. And I was like, okay, we gotta get my favorite one that has been out of stock. And I got an alert and it was not actually back in stock in my size too. You could have known that. If you segment the parties, you should know my size based on purchase history, right? So, while restock alerts are should be celebrated, it's really important to a need to know basis. Lean on the data. You've collected the right people. You want to make sure that they get a text that's really curated to that, not a batch and blast. It doesn't work. When it comes to a customer and in a particular product, back on the shelf is better if you have the information and actually are likely to purchase, right? So you want to make sure they're opting in. And that will go back to the click to buy, back in stock flow. You can kind of build that out. I know I'm getting low on time. Mistake number 9, when a longtime customer gets a newbie message, it's kind of tied into another mistake, but this is not your VIP's first roadshow. Ignoring their loyalty will cause permanent damage to the relationship. It's so true. And you don't want to drive any wedges between them. So there's nothing more offensive than hitting your repeat shoppers with a text encouraging them to first purchase or welcoming them to your brand. It's not a great look, right? So dial in your customers, customer segments, leveraging a mix of zero party and first party data that'll help you to do that. And so I just really feel like that's another one we'll just keep coming back time and time again. Okay, last lesson. Promise, I'm getting there. When a subscriber gets a text invite for in real life event in their city, and then actually it's the wrong city. I'm so sorry. I'm Bumble just did this to me, trying to live my best, single life. They said there was an event in LA, and then I look on the website, there's no events. It's all Midwest, East Coast. Sorry, Bumble, but you got to get your act together on SMS. So there's major FOMO. It's just plain teasing. Shoppers are out ready to venture in real life again. And so blasting your entire list about a pop-up when it's not real, it doesn't strengthen the relationship. There's FOMO, and then they're just plain teasing. Like, let's not be cruel, right? The shoppers really just want to get out there and engage. It's a great opportunity to do that. Just make sure you're segmenting location, 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 right? It's like real estate and it's SMS. So I am way over time. I thank you so much for your attention. I'll be sending this all out as a follow-up, and hopefully this was really relevant and helpful for you guys just to think about mistakes you could be making on your SMS and opportunities to leverage new techniques that maybe you aren't thinking of. Did I lose you, Mia? Am I there? Anyone?
I'm here.
Okay. I was like, did my internet drop out? I'm like, wow, that was a lot.
That entire presentation, you were just gone. We're good. We're good. Thank you so much, Sarah. Your presentation was fantastic. You had so many amazing points in there between the segmentation and the personalization. There was just so much gold in there. So I hope y'all were taking notes because there was just some amazing insights. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And before I let you go, we are going to go ahead and choose this giveaway winner for a $75 gift card to any of those clients that you see listed here on Sarah's presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through. And our winner today is Laura Reynolds. Congratulations, Laura. You are taking home a $75 gift card courtesy of Yotpo.
Yay. I'll follow up after. I'm super excited. These are just some of our brands. I'll try to give you a larger list and you can decide what to take from there.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Sarah. We'll chat soon. All right, friends, we have made it to our last presentation of the day. Joining me up on the stage, we have Gab, the Senior Agency Partnerships Manager over at Disco, a close partner of ours here at Triple Whale. Hello, Gab. How are you doing, lovely?
Mia, how are you? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, girl. I know we're coming up on time, and I want to make sure that you get all of the time possible to go through your amazing presentation. So I'll go ahead and pass it over to you.
Cool. Perfect. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking through this afternoon. I am going to quickly walk you guys through our part of the presentation. So I'm Gab. I head up agency partnerships at Disco, a post-purchase ad network. I started my e-commerce journey years ago at marketing agencies, and then I switched over to the e-com tech space a couple years ago. So, back when I was at the agency, you were able to just very easily throw up an ad on Facebook and basically print money. But with iOS 14 and other recent privacy changes across email, SMS, and paid advertising, it's really made customer acquisition a major challenge for brands. And not only can we not rely on Meta or Google, but the email programs, as Blake had mentioned, like Google and Yahoo, are really imposing stronger regulations. So targeting is much, much more difficult. So what is the most efficient yet underutilized place for brands to advertise? It's on the post-purchase confirmation of another brand. So as McKinnon said, the highest point of intent in the customer journey is the post-purchase page. The customer is riding a high after spending some money and getting some great stuff. They already have their credit card in hand or their Shop Pay logged in. They are ready to engage with other brands. So Disco is the post-purchase ad network for Shopify brands, where we allow our brands to target other shoppers or their shoppers at the point of sale of other brands. So Disco itself is really the highest intent ad placement. The way that we set it up is that we have a guaranteed cost to acquire a customer. And we have brands set their CPA for what they want to acquire a new customer at and a CPO for a returning customer. And that's how we charge. So it's just a conversion-based model, which leads to the guaranteed cost to acquire a customer. You can very easily exclude any competitors or any sensitive categories or brands or categories you're not comfortable showing on your post-purchase page. But the idea is that the Disco feed is able to provide personalized recommendations to each customer. So that way, each post-purchase page is totally relevant to that specific customer at that time. So our brands are seeing anywhere from 1% to 5% of incremental revenue driven. Caraway last year saw almost $1 million of revenue, a little over $1 million coming from Disco. So the way that we've built out our program or our app is basically as like a large co-op. Right. We believe that there is a world where all of these e-commerce brands are stronger when they're working together. So another way to really help to increase revenue in your at all stages of the customer journey is to make sure that you're using data to inform the collaborations and brand partnerships that you're doing. With Disco IQ, you're able to really get a sense of where your customers are going before and after they shop at your site. So this is really, really helpful in using data to refine your buying personas and identify really high value brand partners that you may not necessarily be thinking of, and inform new product launches. So we've had a bunch of really incredible collaborations come out of Disco. I believe it was Blake who was talking about Andy Swimwear. They did a collaboration with Faherty, which launched to great success because it was the collaboration their customers never knew that they needed. DS and Durga did a holy set with Avarani Skincare. Tower 28 and Crown Affair did a nice little hair bundle. We've got a fair amount of baby and kid brands on the network, so we always have some great collabs going on, like with Lalo and Dreamland Baby. So all that to say, Disco will allow you to increase your revenue at the point of sale for other companies and drive monthly incremental revenue for your brand, which is pretty powerful. And additionally, will help to create smarter and stronger brand partnerships. So that is the end of my conversation here. If you are interested in Disco, feel free to let anybody from the team know that you came from this webinar, and we'd be happy to waive the monthly setup fee. But otherwise, feel free to reach out to me if there are any questions, comments, concerns. I'm always happy to talk through e-com tech, best practices, any New York food recommendations as well. So would love to chat.
I love that so much, Gab. Thank you so much for such a lovely presentation. I always love hearing about Disco because I think what you guys are doing is just really, really freaking cool. And if you guys aren't using Disco, definitely check them out because they have such a cool product and work with such amazing brands to learn from. So before I let you go, Gab, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner. So we're just going to scroll on through here. And our winner today is Julio Marin. Congratulations, Julio. You will be taking home a $75 gift card courtesy of Disco.
Julio, congratulations. I will shoot you an email and give you a longer list of all the brands that we work with.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Thank you so much for joining us today, Gab, and we will chat soon.
Bye.
All right, friends, that concludes all of our sessions and all of our speakers for today. I hope you all had an amazing time. It was so great chatting with y'all and learning such amazing insights from all of our speakers. Keep an eye on your inbox because you will be receiving a recording from today's session, so you can go ahead and rewind, pause, take some notes of wherever you want to go back and review. And also keep an eye out for our future webinars. We are going to be hosting many more of these moving forward. So we look forward to chatting and reconnecting with you all soon. Also, our big annual event is coming up on April 10th, the Whaleys. If you have not gotten your tickets yet, go get them. We are selling through them really quickly. We're selling those tickets like hotcakes. We want to see you guys there. It is going to be the biggest D2C event of the year. So definitely go grab your tickets and we're going to have a good time. We'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.